Right. Hey, morning, y'all. I don't have to tell y'all who I am, but we're gonna recap some college football. Sorry about that little thing in my beard. Yeah, we're gonna recap some college football that happened over the weekend. We're gonna look at the we're gonna look at this reaction from SG1 Sports. They're a pretty good sports channel, and we're gonna look at the reaction with Alabama headed back to the national championship with the win against Oklahoma. Let's look at it right now.
Who's ready for Alabama versus Clemson again? What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports, and we just saw Alabama defeat Oklahoma in what was at least an entertaining game. Clemson versus Notre Dame really wasn't that entertaining unless you're a Clemson fan, but this game was at least entertaining. Oklahoma kind of stayed in the game. I mean, they never really got blown out, but you never really felt like they were going to come back. It was a good effort by the Sooners. I think they proved that they at least probably deserved to be there. I don't think many teams were going to play Alabama much tougher, but Alabama just proved to be the better team. And really, it was because of the first quarter. Alabama got off to a 21-0 lead. The two teams tied in the second quarter, tied in the fourth quarter, and Oklahoma actually outscored Alabama 10-0 in the third quarter. So it was really all about that first quarter, that fast start for Alabama. Now, if the game had been closer, you have to wonder, would Alabama have been a little more aggressive, perhaps, and maybe Oklahoma wouldn't have, outscored them 10-0 in the third quarter. I don't know. Don't really have the answer to that. But yes, Alabama clearly was the better team here. By the way, my score prediction was really close in this game. I had Alabama winning by 11. They did win by 11, so I got the margin exactly right. I had a little bit more scoring. I had it 49-38. The score wound up being 45-34. So I had 4 points too many for each team. But I'll give myself a little pat on the back there for a good prediction. As we've gotten into the bowl season, if you guys watch my videos, my predictions have been pretty accurate on the Power 5 teams. I predicted Florida to upset Michigan, predicted Virginia to beat South Carolina today. The group of 5 teams, which I don't follow quite as closely, my predictions were horrible, and there's a reason for that. Anyways, back to this game. Alabama getting it done in a game that really was pretty close. Even though Oklahoma, you never felt like they were going to win, the stats were pretty close. Alabama 528 yards, Oklahoma 471 yards. Kyler Murray throws for over.
I mean, here's the thing. Alabama, how they started the season, they were ranked number 1. They have some close competition, but not really. I mean, the thing was their closest game was against Georgia. They trailed against double digits, and that was their closest competition. I mean, Oklahoma is their second, definitely saying that the SEC was probably weak this year. You know what I'm saying? Their division was weak. They destroyed everyone in their division by a lot of points, where the closest was the Georgia game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they rolled against Tennessee, but it was lackluster. But then the game against Georgia, and then you see the game against Oklahoma. Am I surprised? Hell no. I'm not damn surprised. I'm not fucking surprised. Okay? I knew this was going to happen. Let's go.
For 300 yards. Tua throws for over 300 yards. Kyler Murray also ran for 109 yards in this game using his legs. I think that was huge in this one to kind of keep them, hanging around in this game at least somewhat. Like I said, you never really thought Oklahoma was going to be able to come back. I thought if they could get it within one possession, maybe the pressure would get to Alabama and we would see something happen. But Oklahoma's defense really struggled against Alabama. It seemed like the only time they really stopped them was when Alabama had penalties or something like that. You rarely saw Oklahoma actually go out and stop Alabama in this game. Alabama was 7 for 10 on third down. So, I mean, that tells you the whole story.
It's like this. Alabama wants to be the first number 1 team since USC to win it all. They want to become that team. It's been years since the team started number one and finished number one, and that was USC. Of course, that story was a little difficult because of that situation with Reggie Bush, and and that kind of forever tainted the dynasty. Even though it shows USC winning, you know, I mean, it would have been nice if Oklahoma would have gotten. Oh yeah, it would have been nice. Even though Oklahoma fans would have been like, "Well, you got your ass beaten that year." Well, guess what? Even if Oklahoma would have gotten their ass beaten, USC screwed up, and they screwed up very bad. Let's go.
Story right there. Oklahoma just couldn't get off the field on defense. But Alabama's defense did struggle a little bit in this game after the first quarter. Again, they were lights out in the first quarter, but then after that, Oklahoma had some success moving the football. But it was an interesting game for sure. Again, it was what I expected in the end, even though I thought it would kind of go opposite. I thought Oklahoma might jump out on Alabama, and then Alabama would take control in the second half. It was really the opposite of that. It was Alabama that got off to the fast start. So we look ahead to Alabama Clemson. I think it's going to be a great game. It's tough to predict. I'm already going back and forth in my head thinking about that. I'll probably do a prediction on maybe Wednesday for that game as soon as the other bowl games are done. We're going to do some bowl recaps and things like that, and I'll also preview that game. We're going to finish up all our bowl simulations over on the gaming channel, so make sure you watch for those. If you're not subscribed to that channel, go ahead and check it out. There's a link in the description of this video. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. Everyone just watch football on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I may have some reaction videos with some of those games. I don't know for sure what I'll do. I may just relax and watch football all day. We'll see what happens with that. But again, Alabama rolls. Tua looked healthy. And really no issues for Alabama moving forward. Clemson escaped their game healthy. So we should see a very, very good matchup when it's Alabama versus Clemson once again. This time again for the national championship. The semifinal games weren't that great, but I think the national championship has a chance to be one of the greatest of all time. You got two great defenses, two great offenses. It's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. And again, we'll talk more about that on Wednesday. But that's going to do it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on this big Alabama win down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more here on the SG1 Sports YouTube channel.
All right, so that's it for the video, and I will put their link in the description below, so that way you could subscribe to them and let them know that I, Mike Ellis, told you to. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I'm going to end up doing some more later today. Peace.